Hi everyone, this is Paris Debono of the Fortune Teller Shop. I've been a professional fortune teller now since 1990, and I also started to teach about 5 years into my career, teach tarot. So I've been a teacher since about 1995. I'm also the admin of the Tarot group on Facebook, and it's a learning study group and we have a lot of fun in there. I've noticed recently a lot of people have been asking about love questions, and that is one of the main questions that we do get because it's about life. And I noticed a lot of young women in particular have been getting spreads with knights in them. I want to talk about knights and what the knights actually mean, especially in a love question. So if you think of the royal family or royalty, we have a king and we have a queen, and then often there is a knight. Now the kings and the queens tend to rule the country or the land, especially the kings, and often they were married to a woman who was the queen, and then sometimes the queens reigned as well. However, knights do not reign. They are usually there to go on a mission of some sort. They're usually there to conquer another land. They're usually in the army or some sort of military activity. They're often sporty and they're often combative. So when you see knights in shining armor, they're usually there to achieve something and then go and report back to the king. So in a love question, knights are not here to settle down. They're not here to stay. They're here to have fun with, enjoy, go on a journey, learn from. But they're not here to marry or settle down with. Also, knights bring change. In tarot, knights are often associated with changeability or changes, and each knight brings different types of change. So, for example, the Knight of Pentacles is a slow-moving knight, and the Knight of Swords is a fast-moving knight. If you notice as well, all the knights in the Rider-Waite deck are all on horses. Again, this is emphasizing that knights are going on a mission. They're not ready to settle down. So now let's have a look at some of the posts that we get in the tarot group, and we're going to have a look at different ways the knights show up in the spreads and what it means. So our first post is from Corbett. What does he want from a her? So the first thing I notice about this reading, of course, is we have the Knight of Wands. We don't have a king, we have a knight. Now if we look at this knight, he's surrounded by the sun, which is about having fun. And then he has the Six of Swords next to that, which is about traveling and moving. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune. So already, if I was reading for this client, I would see that he does not want any type of commitment. He doesn't want stability. He may want to have fun in the sun and then go around in circles, come back and forward, and go round and round, but nothing stable about him in this reading. Now we have Dagar. His feelings for me, please help. She's sending out an SOS, save our souls, please help. Okay, in this spread we've got the King of Cups, so it started off pretty promising. We actually do have a king there, but then we've got the Fool. So that could be someone who's not really ready to step up into a serious role. Seven of Swords consolidates that. Someone's tiptoeing around. Wheel of Fortune, round and around he goes. Where he stops, nobody knows. Then he ends on the Knight of Cups. Fun, romance, nothing stable there though. So that's a no from me as well. Now we have Daedra. Help needed for this reading question was how do he feel about me? So, she's a damsel in distress. She needs a knight to come and rescue her. So, help needed for this reading. Question was, how does he feel about me? So again, we've got two knights this time. So two knights in one spread for a young lady could be two different potential loves or interests, love interests. We have the sun, fun in the sun. Now if we look at the Queen, this could be actually our female client, and she's looking at the Knight of Wands. He's ready to ride off into the sunset. And then behind her, she's got the Knight of Pentacles, possibly another guy that might be interested in her, but she's either not noticing or not into. So, help needed, have fun, enjoy, don't be serious. They're both not kings. So, to summarize, I think I've made my point. Knights are not kings, they're not here to stay. Enjoy them while they last. Here are some other examples of young women asking about love, and it's a knight that's showing up in their cards. There's plenty of examples. Knights bring change, they bring adventure. They're usually dramatic. The Knight of Pentacles tends to be a bit slow moving, so I often see women that are frustrated that their boyfriend is not progressing fast. The Knight of Cups is usually very charming and very sensual and romantic. I call him kind of like the Romeo Cupid type. The Knight of Wands, he's an adventurer, he wants to conquer something, but he's also very fast moving, and often there's travel involved with him, but he's not ready to settle down. The Knight of Swords you do have to be a little bit careful of, because he can sometimes be aggressive and even bossy, and even sometimes in a negative way violent. So you do have to be careful of the Knight of Swords when he shows up. I hope that's been helpful. I hope that's cleared up some confusion. This is Paris Debono of the Fortune Teller Shop.